everybody, welcome back. Welcome to a Tuesday. We're going to be doing some addition and subtraction, but first we always start with our goal, our objective. So our objective in this classroom is we have to be able to add, so that I'm going to be adding the plus symbol, and subtract. I'm going to add the minus symbol within 1,000 using word problems. Now, I have to be really honest with you guys. Most of the problems that you'll ever see with adding and subtracting on tests are word problems. So let's make sure that we get that practice in. And another thing that we're going to do today is our ACE-IT strategy with multiplication. Listen, guys, I still have to teach you hard stuff. So you guys are going to be doing multiplication today, and then we will be doing subtraction as well. Okay? Sound like a plan? Let's get started. So my question for today is, a pen costs $5 to buy. Miss Cuba likes her fancy pens. How much would 4 pens cost? Okay? So the first thing we have to do is restate the question. We are going to say 4 pens would cost, and then blank because we don't know, and then I would write dollars. Okay, now the next thing we can do is draw. So I know 1 pen costs $5, so I'm going to draw my little pen, and I know it's 5. But I need to know how many 4 pens would be. So what would I draw? I'm going to give you some think time. What would I draw? How can I represent that with pictures? I know 1 is 5. How many pens do I have to draw? I have to draw 4 pens, right? There's another pen. There's another pen. Here are my 4 pens. And each one costs $5. Don't forget to include your money symbol because that's important. That tells us what we're working with. Okay? So can I count by 5s? I sure can. Let's do it. 5, 10, 15, $20. Oh, I hope you've been saving some money because it would cost $20 for 4 pens. Okay, so now my equation can look a couple of different ways. First, we can go 4 groups of 5 is equal to 20. Or you could have done 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. And my answer was 20. So in math, the cool thing that I love about math is there's more than one way to solve a problem or to represent a problem with your equation. And remember, to have an equation, it needs to have an equal sign. And you have 2 equal signs here. Okay? Now the next one is the steps that you took. So you need to say first, what did we do first? First, I drew 4 pens. Next, now what was the next thing we did? You can say I added 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. And you said my answer is $20. So I hope that you have been saving because those are pretty expensive pens, right? So this is a way a multiplication problem would look like. Okay? That was a great job. So the next thing that we're going to do, I'm going to take this off. Is we're going to go into our subtraction problems. And last time we had a menu because we do have to be adding things from my cafe. And boy, oh boy, my cafe was a really ritzy place. It was kind of fancy, right? And it would cost a lot of money. So today we're going to be studying subtraction, okay? So let's start with our budget. And all parents have a budget when they walk into a grocery store. Today, my budget is only $50, okay? So I'm going to write my $50 budget, but that's how much Miss Cuba has. Then I go to the grocery store and I buy some stuff, right? Because there's really not a lot of things to do. So Miss Cuba goes to buy things. I want to buy some things. And I buy a really beautiful gift for my mom. And that costs $45. Okay? So I had $45 to spend. Or I had $50, but I spent $45. So I walk up to the cashier and I say, here's my $50. You have to know how to do math because you can't just assume that they're going to be honest with you. You have to be smart and make sure you can calculate because if you cannot, you will get what? Robbed. Exactly. So let's go ahead and see how much money I get back. I put my lines down. Remember, you can flip your paper if you like. So now remember our song. More on the top, no need to stop. More on the floor, go next door. So we have a 0 and I have 5 on the bottom. I want to take 5 away, but I don't have any money. I am broke. So what do I need to do? I need to go next door to my neighbor, right? I need to say, hey, or go to the bank next door, okay? And I'm going to borrow 110, which is equal to, so that turns into a 4, and then this turns into a 10. 40 and 10 is 50. So I just took 110 away from the tens house. Remember we talked about the houses, and there's only certain numbers that can be in the house? Okay. So now I have 10 minus 5. I have 10. Take away 5. What's my answer? 5. Now I go to the tens place. Okay. And I have 4 minus 4. Now I have 4. Now I'm taking away 4. How much do I have left? 0. Exactly. So I have 5, what? I have $5 left for my big, fancy shopping spree. Okay? Why don't we do a couple more? Does that sound good? Okay. Now Miss Cuba now got a bigger budget. Okay, so I walked into Target again. Here I go. And today I have $75 to spend. Oh my goodness. It's because Mr. Cuba's an essential worker. Maybe that's why I got a good raise, huh? So I have $75 to spend. And then I buy my special students gifts. And that cost $25. Oh, I said I better go to that section, in Target where you can, in that section in Target in the front where it has all of those cool little goodies. That's what I did. And I spent $25. Oh my goodness. Am I adding or subtracting if I'm spending? If I'm spending, here, take my money. Take it. I'm subtracting, right? So, let's start. And then I put my line down the middle just to make sure that my numbers are lined up. 5 minus 5. What's my answer? I have 5, take away 5, 0. Now I have 7 minus 2. 7, take away 2, what's your answer? 5. So now I have $50 left over. Oh, yes. So then, Miss Cuba wants to keep buying stuff because I still have money. So now I would take that $50 and put it at the top. Here's my $50. Okay, and then I decide to go to, where should I go now? I need to go somewhere. But there's a lot of stores that are closed, so I can't go to Ross and I can't go to Hobby Lobby. Where can I go? Then my husband called. Hey, can you bring home dinner? And I'm like, okay. So now I have to bring back dinner. And I order, what's a good place to order, guys? Buffalo Wild Wings? Okay, I order wings. And wings are kind of expensive. So my wings cost $39. So I am going to subtract because I gave $39 to that business, to Buffalo Wild Wings, right? So make sure we line up. Here we go. 0 minus 9. Can I take 9 away from 0? I cannot. If I have 0 right now, nothing. Can I take 9 away from nothing in the air? No, I have to go next door and borrow, right? I gotta borrow my neighbor, knock on the door. Say, dude, I don't have enough money for these wings. So let's go next door. And that 5 turns into a 4. And now we have 10. Perfect. So now I can say, okay, what's 10 minus 9? Let me give you some think time. 1. Oh, you guys are amazing. So I have $1 right here. Now, 4 minus 3. 4, take away 3. What's my answer? 1. So now Miss Cuba has $11 left over. But I still want to take a break because I've been at home with the kids and being really, really busy all the time. So I said, I have $11 left. Where can I go? Oh, Miss Cuba is spending all this money. I had $11 left over. Let's go right here. Then I go to Starbucks. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get an overpriced coffee. Let's do it. Let's get an overpriced coffee. So I buy 2 coffees, and they said it's oh, Miss Cuba. Oh, because you're such a good teacher, and thank you so much. How much are they gonna charge me for 2 cups of coffee, or 1 cup of coffee? $11? Oh, man. Well, that would be very easy to solve, right? 11 minus 11. 1 minus 1 is 0. 1 minus 1 is 0. And I have no more money in my pocket. So what about you guys? Are you guys savers? Do you like to spend all your money? What's going on? But when we're thinking about math, we use math every day. We use math when we're at the store. We use math when we are thinking about what to buy for a party, when we're thinking about what gifts to buy for our friends for their birthday party, when we're cooking. So this next lesson that we're going to do, again, we're going to be working with subtraction, okay? So make sure that you get your subtraction problems down on Seesaw. You can take a picture. A lot of you guys have been taking pictures, and that absolutely does work. Okay, and you did a really great job, okay? And have a wonderful day. Bye, guys.